It's impromptu and I'm already sweating. Are we good? Yes. Hi, my name is Vanessa Howe and I'm with FIT24 Gym. I have the pleasure of interviewing Jason Poston, very famous Olympian, paving the way for us newbies in the sport, including myself. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I started Physique when Physique first started. 2011 was the first year, and I competed at the amateur level and just as a hobby. And it was just something that I wanted to do in order to kind of boost my training business, boost my own motivation. I was very sick. I had issues that year with my health, with type 1 diabetes, yet I didn't know what was wrong with me. So when I got better and I got diagnosed and I got healthy, I wanted something to grasp onto that would help keep me structured. And so the bodybuilding lifestyle and diet was new that year in Physique. Physique was a brand new division, so I competed. I did well. The next year I won, and I kept winning. I didn't really plan on anything other than just having a new hobby, but I kept winning. I got my pro card in 9 months, and then that's kind of where the journey started.
So you're saying, a friend of mine, my other sponsor, Muscle Maker Grill, topping on the type 1 diabetes as far as nutrition goes, and eating healthy, along with letting the world know that you still can compete in a sport and have your type 1 diabetes. I want to kind of tap in a little bit on how you send that message out into the world through social media. For instance, social media is huge now, and I know that Muscle Maker kind of got into that. David Hamilton with Muscle Maker, he's another sponsor of mine.
What's up, David?
Yeah, we were talking earlier and how he got into doing Muscle Maker through you posting online.
Yeah.
So how influential is social media, and how has it helped you to brand yourself in this sport, kind of letting the world know nutrition, bodybuilding, all of that?
Well, basically, I'll say this. In the fitness world and in business, and especially in social media, everyone's watching.
Right.
So what are you telling them? What you put out every day can make a huge impact. And sometimes little do you know that what you're doing is really changing lives. So a couple years ago, I was just eating at Muscle Maker Grill a lot. My friend owned the company. I met with the owners. I was looking at starting my own franchise, and it wasn't the right timing. But I would tag and I would post my meals a lot at Muscle Maker Grill. So the story was that one of my followers and fans here in Corpus Christi saw that franchise opportunity that I was talking about, and so he looked into it, bought one, and he was able to start a successful business here in Corpus Christi where he had a couple other businesses that weren't doing well. And so he just simply sent me a message thanking me. And obviously I didn't do anything about that, but go back to what I said. Everyone's watching. What are you telling them? So, and you have a lot of influence. And I realized that early on. I realized with my disease, people living with my disease weren't living a very good lifestyle. They weren't making good choices. So I wanted to make a good choice, and I had a dream of becoming the face of the disease. I really did. I was like, you know what? I've researched and I've seen that 1 in 20 diabetics die in their sleep. Literally, 1 in 20. I've seen that most diabetics are obese or overweight. I've seen that a lot of diabetics have ketoacidosis. Literally, their blood sugar is so high that their brain is messed up and they go crazy. And it leads to death. So I didn't want to be another statistic. So I was like, I know there's a preventable disease. I know with food, which bodybuilding lifestyle knows their food. If I master this bodybuilding lifestyle, macronutrients, and timing my food perfectly, then I can control this disease. That was the goal early on. So it's just kind of crazy, when you do things right and you work and you live a structured lifestyle, especially you're disciplined with nutrition, you're disciplined with workouts, it just happens to sharpen you as an individual. And that's that's what I needed in my life. I needed to sharpen my life, and everything that came with it was just winning pro shows, making the first Olympia, making the second Olympia. I've been at Olympia every single year, and we got Olympia coming up, and it's kind of crazy because this is actually the first year that I probably won't be at Olympia, but it's only because I've got so many other good things going on, and it's been a tough choice because if you ask somebody who's been at Olympia every single year, like, hey, do you want to sit out this Olympia? Hell no.
So why now? Why this Olympia? Why? Like, what are you trying to do besides just being on the Olympics?
Well, this year, the diabetes seminars, the physique, nutritional, the body sculpting seminars, and my online clients. I still train a lot of people. I started off as a trainer 15 years ago. I'm still a trainer and a coach at heart. To be a competitor, you kind of have to be a little selfish because it is all about you. So you have to sometimes give up. You don't have to give up friends. You have to spend less time with friends, less time with family, and you have to spend more time just focusing on you and your physique. But this year, I need to make a little bit more money. Like just in my personal life, we're saving up for our dream house. We're saving up for our wedding. I need to save some money just for the future. And so, as a competitor, it's not like you can make good money winning shows, getting bonuses from sponsors, and there's a lot of great ways to make money. But as an entrepreneur and someone who's looking at the big picture, sometimes you want to make the most money possible in the shortest amount of time. That leads for a longer career as a competitor. So I take advice from a lot of mentors, past Olympia winners, and they give me a lot of great advice, and I listen to them. And so this year, sitting out Olympia, it's only because I've just got a lot of other stuff going on that I'm making more money, and I got to capitalize on that. And Olympia will still be here next year, so I'll hopefully compete after Olympia and qualify for 2018 Olympia.
So I know you've helped pave the way for your division. Who are some of the people that you've looked up to or that have helped you in this sport?
Oh man, the first person is Colette Nelson, who I'm the only type 1 diabetic male to ever compete at Olympia, and Colette is the only other type 1 diabetic female to compete at Olympia. So she literally, I went pro, but I was very unhealthy. She helped me control my blood sugar, manipulate my medication better as a competitor. Colette taught me everything I know, and I wouldn't have been successful without her as a competitor. I wouldn't have made Olympia. Another person is honestly Jim Mannion, the president of the organization. He put this together. People think it's easy to start an organization, and they expect a lot from that person. Like they owe you something.
No, for it to happen overnight.
Yeah, like it's been around for 50 years. Jim, took over for Joe Weider at one point. So it's just the organization has been a platform for me that has been very rewarding. And hopefully I can show these other physique guys as one of the dudes who helped start the division that you can go from making like chump change or not very much money. I grew up very poor, so when I became a trainer, I was happy making $3 or $4 grand a month. But when you get a girl in your life, like when you get kids and you attain more bills, you need to make more money. So I hope to show all these other physique guys that you can really have, a successful career in the fitness business using the IFBB as a great and perfect platform to excel all your brands, whatever you want to do, and you can make, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a month if you do it right, But the thing is, you got to be the hardest working. Too many of these young people, they want to skip steps. It takes time. I'm 35 years old. If you want to be 25 years old and make $1 million in a year, it's possible. But the chances are, you're probably not going to. You need to be patient. You need to put in work. When everyone else is partying, you need to be working. When everyone else is, just just socializing and doing stuff. You need to be at the gym working on your body. And that's the real side of the fitness industry, is there's a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of these young people want it tomorrow. But you have to realize it takes time to build your body. It also takes time to make good money.
Thank you very much. Great advice for even people like myself, newbie to the sport. I always think about what the next move will be, how I'm going to brand myself, how social media, works.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Branding yourself in the fitness industry starts with helping other people. A lot of people in the fitness industry, they don't understand that your clients, the people watching you, impacting the world, that's number one. If you can't change lives, if you can't inspire people to live a better lifestyle, then you don't need to be in the fitness industry, because that's what it's all about. Our body is our work of art that other people can look at to bring inspiration. Everything you do, all your actions, what you say, you need to be professional. And there's a lot of people that come in the industry, they don't realize professionalism goes a long way. Yeah, you might have more followers, social media, girls showing their butt with thongs and all that. Yeah, I get it. It's okay, but you don't be sure to post other stuff about working out and inspiration, nutrition as well. Be a well-rounded fitness professional, and that way, because you'll have a longer career.
Well, you heard it here. My recent saying is like, a candle never loses its light by lighting another candle. And you have shown in this interview that. So I thank you for that. I hope that anyone and everyone takes something from whatever advice you have given, your insight into the sport, how you want to empower. FIT24 has been someone, a group of people that have always, tried to empower them. So I think it's fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Everyone's watching. What are you telling them?
Thank you. I appreciate it.